Okay, we're getting closer to lunch. We're just going to go through just a few coaches who are here for the grade 8s and for the State Farm tournament also. And I'll mention the grade 8 boys tournament. The Kehoe grade 8s will feature the first game on the first day, St. Joe Lafayette and Mount Lebanon from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is the team from the farthest away that we've ever had for the Kehoe grade 8, so that's pretty exciting. They were a team called the Blue Devils. They were 26-2 last year. Obviously a very, very good team. So they'll be playing St. Joe Lafayette. The Fighting Irish, they were 20-7 last year, ranked in the top 10 to finish the season. Second game will be Bixby, Oklahoma. First year we've had Bixby here, and they will be taking on Josh Buffington and Helias. Josh, why don't you come forward and share a little bit about Helias basketball? I know you're coming off a good tournament win so far and heading to Borgia, I believe, Friday, right? All right.
Off to a pretty good start. We're 3-0 this year, and like Rod said, we won the Buffalo tournament. It's a pretty competitive tournament. Our last two wins were against Rolla and Marshfield, and we played pretty good basketball early in the season. Again, we're just trying to take it one game at a time. We have tremendous leadership this year. We're really enjoying our kids, and we think they're enjoying the game of basketball. And I'd like to introduce our two captains who are voted on by our teammates. Senior Zach Rockers, if you can stand up. Zach was an All-Stater as a sophomore, unanimous All-District player last year, and we expect great things out of Zach. He's a leader for us. He's probably going to be valedictorian of his class this year as well. So, 3-year starter, and he's been a great player and really a great example to our young kids, and I think that says a lot about Zach's leadership. Clay Schwinke, also a senior for us. Clay came on last year, came off the bench for us last season, and I'd like to just say something about Clay. He's one of those kids that maybe is a rarity sometimes in today's game, and he knows his role, and he plays his role, and he has fun doing it. And he's a very good communicator for us out on the court. He's always keeping our guys up in practice, and a very intense player. But Clay could care less if he scores 0 or 2, and it's probably not going to be more than 2 anyway. No, I'm kidding. Clay has the potential to be a very good player for us in several statistical categories, and a very good student as well, and a great kid. What a tremendous event. It's one as a player you always wanted to be a part of. I know I did, playing in this area when I was in high school, and as a coach even more so, and something that maybe hasn't been said yet, and maybe it has, I don't know, but not only do we see tremendous talent in the grade 8 tournament we're going to again in the showcase, but as a coach you get the opportunity to coach against some of the best coaches in the state, some of the best coaches out of the state, night in, night out. So if you're not prepared, they're probably going to take care of you that night. So what an opportunity it is to go against some of these great coaches that you guys are seeing here today. Again, I'd like to thank all the sponsors, KRCG and Rod for everything he does for our community, Mike, National Guard, State Farm, and I'd like to thank Coach Fox and Coach Meyer and Mr. McGurk. And one guy I'd like to thank, and I don't believe he's here today, is Steve Duncan here, Coach?
Yeah, meeting.
Okay, Steve Duncan's the head of the committee, and I've been fortunate enough to be on the committee the past 2 years, which was nice of those guys to let a Helias guy on the committee for their tournament. But he does a fantastic job, and it is a year-long preparation. So he does a very good job of it, and I just appreciate everybody on the committee, and we look forward to a great 4 days of basketball this year. Thanks.
All right, next game is Blair Oaks. Ryan, Fick, why don't you come forward while I tell them about your opponent, Evangelical Christian School. First time they've been to the tournament. They are from Tennessee. They were 20-8 last year. And Blair Oaks is off to a good start. In fact, such a good start last night, Ryan, I didn't even make it to your game because it was over so fast. Running clock.
Well, the JV game was a run. I would like to echo the other coaches and really thank the sponsors for putting on such a great event. I'd like to thank the tournament committee for showing us the respect of our program and giving us the opportunity to be in such a great tournament. Our kids and myself growing up in this area, this is one of the things, this tournament is something that you look forward to over Christmas break every year. We went and watched for years, and now we have the opportunity to play in the tournament. I brought a couple of our seniors, Brandon Moore, returning All-State guard, and Daniel McCarty, senior forward. These two guys are really leading our team this year and, you know, want to continue our success. So they're excited to be in the tournament. Like Rod said, we're off to a 3-0 start. Gets a little tougher Friday when we travel to Nixa, who is, you know, took care of Rockbridge last weekend at the Norm Stewart shootout. So be a definite test for our team this Friday and continuing into this tournament. So we're excited for the opportunity.
Thanks for that. And the next game on the bracket for the Kehoe Grade 8 is Jefferson City, coached by Dave Fox, and they'll be taking on West Creek, Tennessee, a team that was 19-9 last year. West Creek from Tennessee will bring both a boys team and a girls team. Dave Fox.
Thank you. First and foremost, any chance I get an opportunity to thank members of our committee and certainly Mike Kehoe. Mike Kehoe not only is certainly supportive of the community in so many different ways, but I have to add, he is a tremendous supporter to what I do for a living as a driver education instructor and utilize his business and so many members of his staff and being our lifeline to continue doing what we're doing. Personally, I want to thank you, certainly on behalf of us in Jefferson City High School.
Don't wreck the cars.
You took the words right out of my mouth. And the rest of the, obviously, the sponsorships, and as you people that are involved in the shootout for the first time, the committee members, we meet all the time, and certainly those that have been involved in the Kehoe. Things that I think about a class, and I think about the capital city, and I think about why we're able to do things such as today, and things that we've done in the past. And this is a first-class event. You know, just for you showing up today at this press conference involved in the shootout tells us you're serious about what's to come. And when you leave here and you've heard and you prepare, and certainly on the 27th, it'll be a phenomenal event. Things done in this area are done first class, and I think hopefully you can appreciate that. If you get a chance, players, all these committee members, maybe a handshake, just acknowledgement when you come to Jeff City, give them a little bit of your appreciation for the things that they've done for you. I guarantee you'll have a great experience here. Fleming Fieldhouse is a great place to play. Adding on for the grade 8, Mike McGurk, our athletic director, has allowed us to take a step and go someplace we've never gone. As Rod mentioned earlier, for the first time we have a team flying in from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Certainly when the Kehoe started years ago, it was a predominantly a local tournament. All eight teams were from the state of Missouri. Several members of this committees decided, you know what if we went 4-4? 4 Missouri teams, let's go see what we can do, canvass the Midwest and see if we can get 4 teams from outstate Missouri. We've done that, and certainly Tulsa, Memphis, Pittsburgh, you can see the flavor. And as Rod's talking about the records and the teams that we've had in the past, and certainly the teams that are there this year, it's just a tremendous opportunity for not only us at Jefferson City High School to showcase what we have at the high school, our team certainly, as Josh mentioned, and to play at a level that we really don't get an opportunity to play at on an annual basis. So I do have one of our players here, Paul McMahon. Please stand. He's a senior, returning all-district player for us, leading scorer, leading rebounder. While you're standing, I'll let you know you're going to lead the invocation here shortly. So give you a little time to think about that. We'd be happy to do that. But we appreciate everybody's involvement, certainly the sponsors, and everything you do, and have a wonderful 4 days. If you get back for the Kehoe, and certainly the State Farm Ladies Tournament in Jefferson City. Thanks.
Thanks, Dave. I want to say Dave Fox has done an outstanding job of helping us get these teams in here. He has a great network around really the Midwest and maybe even around the country of basketball coaches. And Dave, we appreciate all that you put into this tournament. Great job.